Dude, I want to try cheeseburger empanada.
Hell no.
Dude, yes, you know that's good. I mean, you don't like empanada?
No, I just don't like the order up. Whole sweet mixture with like a protein, like you know, like those burgers they ever sell with donuts and buns. I can't fuck with that. It's just too much.
So you don't fuck with grills?
Hell no. No, for me it's like I'll eat my eggs on one side with the ketchup. I'll consume that, and then I'll get back to the fucking. I'll get to the rest of the plate. I'll eat the pancakes afterwards with the syrup. Like I can't mix the flavors. It's just too much for me.
Oh man, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. That's the best of all worlds. Like in one bite.
I mean, I get it. It's one of the same.
It's all it is. But think about that. Like combining them shits.
I don't know, man.
Like I remember during the Super Bowl. I know this had happened, and so many people were like, "That's nothing new, bro." But like when you saw that commercial with the Pringles, where they took like one flavor and mixed it with another one and then another one.
See, I've seen that, but I've never done that.
I've never done it either. But and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I was mind blown by that shit. But then,
so it literally changed your life.
Well, I mean, I still haven't tried it, but seeing that, you know, and I was like, God damn, that's fucking game changer. And everybody's like, dude, I've been doing that for years, bro. And I'm like, okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What's up, man? This is DJ Sentry.
I am the homie kAZual, and you're listening to the Hood Diner Podcast.
Yeah, man. So we had a pretty crazy night tonight.
We did have a crazy night tonight. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, though.
Yeah, break down what transpired tonight.
Oh, okay. So basically, for those that don't know, or I mean, you know, sponsored by Ohfishl Clothing, forgot to throw that in there. Anyways, so Ohfishl Clothing, I had a booth set up tonight because TD's was doing a fashion show. And for those people listening that don't know what TD's is, that is the local topless dancer bar. There's two of them in town, one on the east side, one on the west. They're TD's East and TD's West. And they invited me out to set up a booth and sell my merchandise and then, you know, bring on some models. And obviously, I didn't really have any models. My plan was to just ask some of the lovely ladies dancing there to wear my stuff for me, which is what happened. I had two of them that wore the shit, you know what I'm saying? And I, you know, let them keep the shit on like some of these, you know, other people. But yeah, so we set up the booth and it was the first time of them doing this. So it wasn't super packed, but I mean, it was decent.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun experience.
It was dope. Experience. It was dope. Like I said, shout out to Mark, shout out to Courtney for hooking it up, and shout out to East for having us. But
yeah, man, that was my first time in there.
Yeah, not only was it the first time in, it was the first time experience a fashion show in a strip club.
It was like showing off clothes and then boobs and then yeah. So
it was crazy. It was fun though. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. I will admit though, I did fuck up. I gotta tell you guys, I fucked up really, really bad when it was my turn, my brand's turn to go. I think I went like third or fourth out of like four that were there. And the girls were up there and they were wearing the shit. And like, I was like, oh fuck, I want to get up there to take a video, right? So I walk up to the damn stage and I'm doing this video. I'm going up. They're walking. They're doing their thing. They're dancing. They're bouncing. The one comes back and she does the splits and shit right in front of me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, damn, dog. This fucking video is going to be lit. And then I'm walking back to the fucking thing. And then I realized I didn't hit fucking record. Yeah, I fucked up, right?
You were so upset.
I mean,
you were so upset.
I was pissed because I fucked up. But like I said, I talked to the DJ. I was like, dude, was that my shit? Because like you kind of rushed it. Like you didn't even say like, okay, we're going to have Ohfishl Clothing coming up. All of a sudden it was the two chicks that were dancing and they went back to each other. So he was like, well, fuck it. They're up there already. So we're gonna announce the name real quick. And I'm like, I had to run and do that. So I was thrown off. The situation kind of fucked me up. However, they were nice enough to allow me to do it again. So the two girls, a couple songs later, they went back up and they kind of basically redid everything for me. And it was funny because the DJ was like, okay, so we're going to run this back real quick. Ohfishl Clothing going to get this video for their website. And he literally said it like that. But I'm sure he wanted to say, this motherfucker kAZual fucked up and didn't press record Apparently, he's supposed to be some sort of photographer or video dude.
Yeah, but he came through.
He didn't do
came
shit.
through in the clutch.
So he came. He did. He hooked it up. Shout out to
lined that
homie.
up
Shout out to
again.
homie. I forgot his name, but shout out to him. Shout out to the ladies for being so down to do it again. You know what I mean?
He didn't really have that creepy strip club voice, DJ voice.
Nah, he was dope.
Next to the stage, Ohfishl Clothing. He didn't have that creepy fucking, like he had, like you can hear that he has a mullet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you can hear in his voice that he has a mullet.
So good. Yes. Nah, he's total out. Yeah, he was good. He was really good. He was.
I think he was a vato.
They played some shit. They played some good music tonight. I shazammed a lot of songs I hadn't heard, never heard. So I don't go to strip clubs.
I was really surprised on how much the dancers supported your clothing line as opposed to the actual customers there, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You got mad
Well, you know,
love
you
from
got to
the
look at it
strippers.
this way. If I'm going to the strip club, I'm not there to buy shit. You know what I mean? I was there to pay for some of these beautiful young ladies' bills and, you know, provide them with cash. I didn't come to buy shit. And then honestly, man, like it needed to be promoted just a little bit better, I think. You know what I mean? I was sharing it like every day on my IG stories and
But it's hard.
Snapchat.
It's really hard to get something popping on a Wednesday.
Not just that. I mean, it was the first time. It was the very first time. We're
Yeah,
definitely
but
going
of
to
all
be doing
days,
more.
though, you know?
Yeah,
Like, realistically, that thing I think would have popped off way more if it was a Thursday.
Even Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
People get paid on Thursday, you know?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, yeah. But yeah, it was definitely an experience. It was really, really cool. It was really cool. Shout out to TDs for having us out there, for real.
Yeah, man. So, what about Anthony Bourdain?
Oh man, yeah, that's a tragic ass fucking thing, man. I'm gonna be straight with you. Like Anthony Bourdain and Andrew Zimmern, the dude from what is it, Bizarre Foods.
Right.
Those two dudes are the reason I kind of really, really love to travel and try different shit. Before, it was like the type of thing where you would go somewhere and like, you just settle for fucking Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop or something that you could get back at home. But these dudes watching their shit, it was like, dude, like there's this little hole in the wall place over here that you gotta try. It's got the best chicken wings or whatever the fuck it is that they have. You know what I mean?
Right.
For that reason, watching those shows, dude, like I literally have a list in my memos that's cities where I'm like, okay, I might go there. I might go there someday. So I'm going to write the name of this place down. And if I go there, I'm going to try this shit because it just looks fucking glorious. You know what I mean?
I do that. Like, I watch a lot of Vice, and I watched it before they had Viceland. Like, I'm trying to be a hipster, all cool. I was on it before you, bro. No.
Before you, bro.
But I watched the web series, and I saw this little documentary on the Mission in San Francisco, the street. And there's a restaurant called La Taqueria, some of the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life.
Okay, so you tried it already.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it. Watching these programs, it does make you have a little more interest in it. You're not wandering aimlessly when you go to these foreign cities. Like, you go and you look out these other spots, and that's pretty dope, you know? And it's sad because I got into, forget the name of the show. I just Netflix stream it. Mm-hmm. I don't know why the name's eluding me, but I watch this show. Like, I'll binge watch it. Well, hey, we call it medicated.
I'm sorry. You're overly medicated.
Well, I mean,
you did have a couple beers. I didn't get to drink at the club. I didn't get to drink because I was driving. I'm a responsible adult.
You saying I have a problem?
No. You were allowed to drink. You were allowed to. Man, I could have made you meet me there, but I came and swooped you.
Yeah, well, that was a good look on your part.
Have a good time. I'm glad you had a good time, man. I mean, I know it was longer than you expected, but I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you coming with me, dog. It was dope.
Hey, you know what?
It was dope.
How can I complain about being around boobs for so long?
Free boobies.
Yeah.
Free boobies.
The show that I'm talking about came to me right now. It's Parts Unknown.
Oh, yeah, the Anthony Bourdain one.
Yeah, but it's like, I'll binge watch those.
It's on Netflix now?
It's been on Netflix, but I'll binge watch those things like nothing. Like, I don't go to bed till like 2-3 in the morning every night.
Yep.
So for me, I'll just be sitting on the couch watching TV, and if I get into a show, I might not go to bed till 4 or 5 in the morning. You know?
Yeah. That's me almost every night, kind of.
He definitely enlightened my world, because to see someone who went through drug addiction and hit rock bottom, to see them do a complete 180 and be successful and love what they do. Actually love what they do. Because you can get paid stupid money, but if you hate it, it's kind of pointless, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I love the most about it is his philosophy was the fact that you could bring people together over food. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could have discussions over food. You could settle arguments and fucking all kinds of shit over food. Food is just universal. You know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. But yeah, man, it's just kind of, it's crazy that happened so fast after, you know, the whole.
It's just weird how it's because it's all speculation at this point. No one knows how he died. You know?
Yeah.
It's a suicide. That's how they know. They say no foul play, but.
That's tough, man. It's tough. And then just doing, you know, so quickly after the whole Kate Spade situation.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's a recurring theme. Like last week we talked about Kate Spade.
Yeah.
Last week we talked about Kanye. And we're going to talk about Kanye again this week because of another album release. It's not our fault. It's just these are what's popping right now. Like, he literally took over the world for this past 2 weeks with Pusha T's, his solo album. And, you know, the Kid Cudi joint album he did, Kids See Ghosts, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But it's just a sad recurring theme about suicide. And hopefully next week we don't have anybody to report on, you know? Because
definitely. And we wouldn't be doing, you know, our service, you know, as people doing podcasts or whatever the fuck, like putting out shit without at least mentioning, you know, that if they're, you know, if you are going through some shit, man, apparently that hotline has, like, since these two suicides, that I heard that the numbers have gone up, and that's for the suicide prevention hotline, which is 1-800-273-8255.
That's awesome,
you know?
man. I mean,
and yeah, it's crazy that, you know, because of this shit, like there's people that are dealing with this, and they were like, well, fuck, man, this number's been out there a lot. Maybe I should call, you know?
I'm just glad people are realizing that they don't have to take their lives, that there's an option, there's help out there. I know that you've been through some crazy shit, but, you know, there's people that actually care, and they're going to respect your privacy and try to help you through the best way they can, you know, to prevent you from killing yourself.
Yeah, it's nothing nice, man. Like my lady, she has a cousin that lives in Phoenix who, her son, he committed suicide. He was only like 11 years old, I think. Wow. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude. Like, and it sucks, man. But you're seeing it more and more, man. Hopefully, you know, hopefully we can get to some kind of resolution on this shit right there. I guess bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Check in with your peoples, man. People you love, you know what I'm saying? Check in on them and shit. In this day and age where we're just so quick to, like, just send a text, you know, I was checking in on you, I sent you a text, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, like, call your peoples up, like, see if they're all right. You can always tell by somebody, like, when you call somebody, you can kind of get a fucking vibe, especially because people will mistranslate text all the time. Like, you know, there's been arguments and fights over text messages because they took it the wrong way.
How can you get, question, when it comes to dating, the dating world, how can you get a tone off of a text message? Like, how can you be like, you said it this way? No,
yeah, you went all caps on me. You went all caps on me. How dare you? And then like 5 exclamation points. What the fuck? Yeah. Like, yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And you know, speaking of crazy, I meant to tell you about this. Did you hear about that DNA data breach? You know how they have all these Ancestry.com, all these different things now where you can check and see 23andMe. It's funny because I call it like, what did I say? 22 and you the other day. Had it all backwards, 21 and done. Oh, I had like 3 or 4 different versions going. My lady was laughing, but I can't remember exactly the name of it, but there was a fucking data breach, bro. But like the funny thing was I had to click on it to see what the fuck it was.
What, do you got to send in your semen?
No, it's like DNA. It's DNA.
All semen's DNA, bro.
I know that, but you don't have to fucking send them nut. You can send them, like, they send you like a cotton swab. And see, honestly, I wish I would have done it this morning. And this is the funny shit. My lady, she wanted to do this shit. She did hers like maybe like a year ago, right? And then she wanted me to do one. And then she wanted to find out if Obi was 100% Shih Tzu, because the guy told us, he was like, oh no, he's pure Shih Tzu. But like, he's grown and he's like this little weird tall Shih Tzu dog. So we think he's like part something else. So she was like, I gotta get this done for him. So she did a fucking DNA background shit on him.
What did it come out?
I don't know. We just sent it away like 3 days ago. So it's going to be, and then Mine, I'm gonna do mine tomorrow in the morning. I guess they said it's good to do it like in the morning.
So when you get
a
back,
cotton swab.
are you gonna tell your dog that he's adopted?
Yeah, you're not full Shih Tzu. I don't love you.
Me and your mom picked you up from a kennel. You're a rescue dog.
You're part shit.
No one loves you. No one loves you.
No one loves you. Nah, and then I'm gonna send mine away. So on another podcast, we'll announce my DNA.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't do that because it's like I'm either Indian or I'm fucking Mexican.
Oh, dude, I told my lady, right? I'm like, dude, it's just gonna come back saying 100% Chicano. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no, he's from Arizona. You're not from anywhere else.
Yeah.
Nah, I might. I think I remember my sister or my mom telling me that her dad was like part French.
That's what's up. I guess.
So we'll see.
My mom's side, their ancestors are from Spain. They settled in Patagonia by the border.
From Spain to Patagonia, huh?
Crazy, right?
What a fucking downgrade, bro. That sucks.
Well, I mean,
you never know. It could have been a shithole in Spain, but I've seen places in Spain that are beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to go to Spain. I've never been
anything other than Tucson, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, Tucson's a nice place.
It is a great place.
Just hotter than a motherfucker.
Right, especially right now.
You know?
Especially right now.
We talked a little bit about that Kid Cudi earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Kids See Ghosts. What did you think of that?
Honestly, I felt the same exact way as I felt about Yee, dude. I mean, it sounded good.
It's yay.
It sounded yay, whatever. Yay, ya, que se vaya la verga.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call him now. Yeah, hombre. Nah, but
Yahweh.
Yeah, cálmate. It sounded good, and there's a couple songs on there that I do like, but I wasn't fucking moved. I wasn't like sucked in. I wasn't like 100% convinced.
I think if anything, what you took away from this is it reestablished Kid Cudi as a legitimate artist.
Oh yeah, no,
because
he dropped some good shit on there.
He just.
But what about that? What about that Kanye fucking verse though?
Which one?
You know which one?
The focus on two boobies.
No, not that one. That's just a shit fucking. That's just a shit simile.
I can focus on two things, boobs and ones. I don't know the exact lyric, but it was just so.
It was whack, but that's still not the one I'm talking about.
Which lyric are you talking about?
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, you know.
We heard it earlier at the strip club, and you're like, there it is.
Oh, skippity bippity boop.
Skippity bippity. Grammy shit, people.
Well, that wasn't even on the album though. For his, in his defense, that was just a single that was.
He put that content out with his name on it. With his name on it.
So he did use that in one of the albums. He said "skippity whoopty whoop" in another one of the albums, not just that single. "Lift Yourself" was the original song where he used it, and then he used it again, whether it be Push's or his own CD. I think it was Push's, but he used that lyric again and.
Bars.
Was it? Are we gonna like micro analyze that particular lyric and just let it demean the rest of his projects moving forward?
# God bars. Nah, I mean, dude, like I said, it was good. But I'm looking forward more to the Nas album.
Well, we discussed the whole 7-song formula. Like, if you don't have straight heat, you're gonna have a higher percentage of shit on your CD because of the minimum tracks that you put. So,
well, what do you feel? Do you feel it was 7 tracks of straight heat?
No,
it was not. It was not 7 fuegos. No,
not at all. If we're going off the Source 5 mic rating, I'd have to give it a 3.5, 2, just like I did Kanye's.
I'd say 2. Yeah, no, 3.
Because the songs that were good on there were great.
I'm being generous on that. But yeah, dude, but the Nas album, I have a feeling that that's going to be dope. Because Nas over fucking Kanye beats, that's what it's going to be, right? He's producing it.
Yeah, but my thing is that you can't provide Nas with the beats that you provide Pusha T. Or the ones that you provide Kid Cudi.
Why
or
not?
The ones that you provide Sci-Hi the Prince. Or the ones that you provide Tiana Taylor, because...
Well, maybe he fucking tailored those exactly to him, you know? He had to. I mean, he knows his style. He's that
I don't understand what you're saying.
Queensbridge, infamous Mobb Deep style fucking flow that Nas...
So based off these 3 albums that they just released, the Pusha T, Kanye, and the Kid Cudi joint album, they all sound the same, right? The same like sound.
No,
You don't think so?
I think the Pusha T album sounds way more fucking street, like just hardcore. Honestly, I think it does. I like out of all three of those, that's my favorite one.
Me too.
Yeah.
I can agree upon that. That's probably my favorite album.
Yeah. So 3 mics, huh? Okay.
3.5.
3.5.
Because if you do the math, that's 7 out of 10. I think that was a 70% album because it was 7 songs.
It's generous. It's generous.
Well, I just expect a lot more from them when you have Kid Cudi. Well, those are my 2 favorite artists.
Kid Cudi and Kanye?
In the hip hop world right now.
Those are your 2 favorite artists, period?
Wait, right now, yeah. As I can say in the last 10 years, 15 years, yeah.
Okay.
Because I spent a lot of time listening to their music and their influence tree, whether it be Pharrell, whether it be Timberland, like, I don't know, they have a certain sound that resonates to certain people, and for me it's Kanye and Kid Cudi. Like, I like Kid Cudi over Travis Scott, and they're pretty similar.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, I told you that I mentioned it in the last podcast, but I finally did set up the Apple Cloud thing where you could just automatically download the shit to your phone. So did it delete
your originals?
No, because I told it not to. It gives you the option to, like, it says, do you want to keep these?
Siri, don't fuck up my shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't fuck with me, Siri. But yeah, and then I did what you had mentioned because, like I said, I hadn't really listened to the other Kanye albums, the fucking Pablo, Life of Pablo. Is that what it is? Life of Pablo?
Right.
And then the one before that was my Twisted Dark Secret Fantasy, right?
Yes.
I went back and listened to them, like, since I had it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go through here and check it out.
Which one did you like more?
Probably the Twisted Dark.
Right.
Twisted Dark. There was a couple good songs on there. I love the fucking Monster song. I mean, I know it's, you know, the one that was like it's probably like the main song off there, right? Fucking Hangover.
Yeah, that one. Runaway. Runaway was a.
Yeah, Runaway too.
Runaway is a huge song for him.
Pusha.
Yeah, you know what? I enjoyed that performance at MTV, the Music Awards, where it just had him in a red Scarface-esque type suit, and then Kanye was in that white suit. Mm-hmm. He had that MPC pad right there, and he was just playing that one note from the piano.
Oh, the ding.
And then the ballet dancers came out. Like, it was a really well-produced performance.
Yeah.
And then I have his Coachella performance from that year on my laptop. I didn't realize I downloaded that. So I have it in high def, like his performance. I went back and watched it. It's pretty fucking bad. Like, it's
high
good.
Def.
It's good, man.
The high def.
But
high def.
What was your high point on Pablo? Because a lot of people are either hate it or love it. There's no people on the fence.
What was the name of that song? I think I said it was called like Push or some shit like that. No, Fade. I think it was. That song, Fade.
So have you heard the original version of that song?
No.
It's an old, it's an old house song.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, it does sound familiar. I like that beat. Look at you. There you go.
Oh, wrong one.
Remember to keep it like less than 2 seconds so we don't get sued. There it is.
That's the original by Mr. Fingers.
Okay. I think we're good there.
So that was where he got the beat from.
Right.
When I DJ, I like to throw the original sample on sometimes.
Dude, you know what? I've always thought about that. Like, being a DJ, I would love to do that where, like, you do the original one first and then you do the songs that have sampled it. It's like you could do fucking more bounce and then probably play like 50 some songs after that if you wanted to. Right. Or what was it? The other one, we heard it at the club tonight, the For the Love of You by the Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, that shit, you know what I mean? My favorite one, I mean, the Bury Me a G by fucking Thug Life, Tupac and shit like that. That one was dope. But I think my favorite use of that is the fucking INC Ride by Master Ace. Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
Master Ace, from the east
Born
side
and Roll was my
to
favorite
the west
track
side,
from him.
From the north side to the south side. I used to love that because it said, you're in a, what did he say? You're in a Corvette or a Nissan. And I had a fucking Sentra, right? So every time I bump in that shit, you know me, I was like with my finger out in an east side, all happy and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in the sidekick with your friends. Man, I'm telling you, bro, I love that fucking 90s rap, dude. I'm just stuck on it.
I think it's because you came up in that era. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true. That's true. What were we talking? We were talking about UGK. You said you like UGK, right?
Oh yeah.
Fucking Pimp C, Pobrecito, rest in peace.
It's a trip because he didn't even want to do that song with Jay-Z.
I read about that. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
And fucking Bun B convinced his ass, dude. Probably the best fucking move he made, dude. Because like, you know, that shit put UGK on the map, dude. Even though they were. I had fucking Riding Dirty and Too Hard to Swallow before that song came out. Way before that shit came out. And
I got a pocket full of stones.
Yeah, got front and back and side to side. That shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's that old good shit, bro. I love that shit. It's timeless.
Slappers.
It's fucking timeless. It's timeless. But
have you heard any new artists lately?
I did do what was the name of the reggaeton trap dude you told me to go get?
J Balvin?
J Balvin. I got a couple of his shit. That dude was pretty, he's got some good shit.
What's one of the tracks that you like from him?
What was the fucking name of that one? Su novio or something like that. Si tu novio te deja sola. Si tu novio te deja sola. Watch out, bitch. Mira, si te deja sola.
Que Sensualidad is a good song.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I don't really speak Spanish very well, but I try.
Yeah, that one, the one that you were talking about, it has that dude Bad Bunny on it.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker, man.
Is it pretty dope?
He has this video called Chambea, and Ric Flair's in the video.
Ric Flair?
Yeah,
that's dope.
Kiss stealing, Will and Dylan. Woo, woo,
motherfucker. But you know what? The other night I was listening to, bro, like for like a couple hours.
What was that?
Mac Dre.
This dance,
dude, like some old school Mac Dre, dude. I was listening to that shit. I was cracking the fuck up, man. He was on one. He was.
What's a genre of music that you listen to that people wouldn't really think that you rock with?
I don't know. Well, like probably, I'd say like old, like really, really old shit. Like old shit, like Beatles. I don't know, what would you call that? Just like old. Is that just old music?
It's like 60s,
right? Maybe 70s.
Yeah,
70s shit. Like I love that shit. I fuck with all that shit. I think the only genre that I really can't get into is country. And I appreciate country for what it is. And it's good shit. And I've heard some good country stuff. I do like old school country, like the old George Strait, Dwight Yoakam, you know, shit like that. I like that shit. But the new country is just kind of crazy. I don't really fuck with it that much.
Yeah, I can't do-si-do to some fiddling and some yodeling. That's just not me, bro. Like, actually, I got invited to a country concert tomorrow. And the homegirl works at a bank, and she's a concert plug. She always hits me up like, yo, I can get you in. I'm like, I'm down. I'm on my way.
Shit, the plug.
And
shout out to the plug.
So she's all, I know you don't like country, but if I get tickets, we're going. I'm like,
what is it for? Like, who do you know?
Billy Ray Cyrus. I don't have
fucking
no
Achy
clue,
Breaky,
bro.
You're gonna go see the Achy Breaky?
I have no clue.
You're gonna see Mr.
It's not him. I wish it was, but no, it's not him.
It's not Billy Ray Cyrus. You just said Billy Ray Cyrus. It's like a tribute. Some dude doing
like
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Brantley Gilbert or some shit.
Does Billy Ray Cyrus? Is that what it is?
I just, you know what? When I refer to a country artist to a person that listens to country, I always say Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, okay. So you were just being sarcastic.
Yeah,
as fuck.
that's my
okay,
sarcastic.
I thought I was led in a totally different situation where you were like, nah, this dude's gonna do Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, hell no.
I was like, God damn, like he's that popular that he's got other people doing him.
No, that'd be
don't you got to be dead for that shit to happen?
You ever watch South Park where he gets served?
Like dancing, like Cartman and shit like that?
No, well, these kids were dancing and Stan gets served while his dad takes him to the garage, teaches him how to dance, and he puts on Achy Breaky Hard.
Yes, dude, I have seen that episode. That's fucking classic.
One of the best episodes.
You got served. And he's like, no, we can't have this shit. Our son got served. She's like, oh my God, he got served.
And then Stan's dad gets served so bad he gets put in the hospital. And then the doctor's like, he got served here and right here. And this was the worst part. He has like an x-ray.
The worst of the service.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I mean, the artist that I haven't really, I've been listening to, it's not really a new artist, but it's his new track of the A$AP Rocky.
Uh-huh.
It's a song called Praise the Lord.
Okay.
And I'll send you the link to that on Apple Music. But
Praise the Lord.
it's just that real jiggy shit, you know, that ASAP Rocky, that Harlem flow, that just high fashion type of rap. You know, I like ASAP Rocky.
You know, the night that I turned that Apple Music on, you know how I went and downloaded first that because I had been wanting. I saw this you seen on Netflix that shit's called Rapture.
Yeah, I like some of it, and some of it was terrible.
Okay, well, I watched the Logic one the other night.
And that one was good.
So I went and downloaded some Logic songs. And I've liked Logic ever since the fucking, what is the name of that fucking mixtape, dude? The one where he's like Young Sinatra or some shit like that? Yeah. Have you heard that one?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of his.
No, really?
I respect his craft. It's just not my wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, dude, there's some, I could probably play you a couple and you'd probably be like, all right, that's dope.
I'm up to getting put onto new music, like,
because do you know who I liked? And I mean,
you know the Muffin Man.
I don't like 100% of his music, but I never thought I would like this dude's music until my homie showed me a couple songs. He was like, "Dude, you would love these." Was Tech Nine? Do you fuck with any Tech Nine at all?
I'm a player. I'm a player.
No,
I'm a player.
Yeah.
I'm a player. I'm a player. See that corny shit? What turns me off, and if you fucking. If that's my first impression of your music, it's hard for me to take you serious.
Well, see, that was me for many, many years. And then when I used to work with this dude named Shane over at Pi-Fi, and he was like, dude, I got to show you some of this. He kept telling me, he kept trying to push it on me, right? And I was like, dude, chill the fuck out with the Tech Nine shit. I'm not a juggalo. Like, fucking quit. Stop trying to push your religion on me, bro. Like, quit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's my association with them is the juggalos. It's like, I know that he's not part of them, but he is part of them. If that makes sense.
Dude, but then, see, like, he put me on this track called The After Party, and it has fucking, it's him, and I think Chris Calico, and fucking Devin the Dude. Okay? So I was blown away by that. I was like, Devin the Dude, really? With fucking Tech Nine? All right, I gotta check this out. So, like, we'd go outside into his truck and shit, like, during work, and he's like, dude, let me show you this shit. And he fucking played it for me, and I was like, Shazam, bro. Yeah. Like, it was quick. I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, yes, that song's dope. And then he put me on this other song called Gamer, which is actually pretty dope too. Yeah, I'm gonna send you these things. I honestly feel like you would appreciate them. Being the fan of music you are,
I'll check them out, bro.
I would love to fucking throw some. I'm gonna throw my Tech Nine on you because it was pushed upon me, and I
pushed upon me.
It is my duty to push it upon you.
Sounded real Jamaican right there.
At least one person, man. I have to convert you.
Push upon me.
Push upon me. Yeah, bomba clap. Yeah, man. The late night tonight, man. The TDs thing kind of threw us back a couple hours. Usually we record like, what do you like 9,
10:30? Yeah, I mean the latest.
And we didn't start recording till what, 1 something?
Yeah, bro. 1:30.
It's worth it though. It was worth it though. It was worth it. Cause think about the war stories you got now, dude. I mean, you know, bro. We didn't really touch 100% on everything that you saw tonight because we're you know being respectful of the situation.
Well, the thing about it is, we want to collaborate with TD's East.
Yes,
we want them as our ally.
Yes.
So, in saying that, we don't know what the etiquette is right to say what we saw, what we didn't see.
Business first, everybody. Business first. Always be about your business and be respectful of the people that hook you up. But yeah, man. But yeah, so yeah, and you know what I wanted to talk to you about was, have you seen that I shit you not, we just talked about this the other night when I left from the first podcast and we were outside and I told you, have you ever seen the Rob Zombie Halloween?
Bro, I just saw the new Halloween trailer.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's insane. They fucking brought him. They brought Jamie Lee Curtis back somehow. She John fucking Connered her fucking way. Dan Connered her way back into a fucking Halloween movie somehow. And like, she's a badass with guns and all that shit. And he's still coming for her. And
do you remember that movie where she was in the tub talking to her kid? And she's like, I got this cesarean for you. And like, she puts his hand under the water and makes him feel the cut. I thought that was like super creepy, but that's like my everlasting impression of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Really?
Like, the real creepy mom.
Over True Lies, Jamie Lee Curtis?
Oh, slower. Take your clothes off. Slower. That was the best part of the movie, bro.
Now take your clothes off and turn it around.
Dance for me.
No, do it slow. Do it sexy.
The best part, it was Arnold the whole time talking with the vocoder, you know?
No, he had his homie record onto a little thing.
Oh, that's right.
And he was just hitting rewind and fast forward and shit,
right,
which probably was bullshit because you would have like rewound it to the fucking, and it's like right on the middle of the sentence and shit. Now take your clothes off and turn around.
Question. Blackface is a big thing. Like, that's super disrespectful. You would agree with, right?
Right.
So why is it okay for our Hollywood to do brownface? Like, they always get actors that aren't of Middle Eastern descent to play Arabs or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Like,
it's true.
Lawrence of Arabia, or was it, no, Cleopatra. It was Elizabeth Taylor. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, wow. Well, that's Hollywood.
An Egyptian.
Hollywood
Elizabeth Taylor.
Hollywood was it's still very fucking pro-racist. I think that's the wrong word. It just, there's a lot of racism still in Hollywood. I mean, the whole shit. Remember Matt Damon played the fucking Chinese for what is it? The Great Wall?
Yeah.
They had him as a samurai.
They put a man bun on him and they put him on the field with the sword and the old Japanese or the Chinese armor and all that shit.
Yeah. No.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, but no. But you know what? I mean, it's possible. Like, you know that dude, you remember Training Day?
Yes.
Remember Smiley at the end? The
Mexican dude. He looks like my cousin.
Dude, that dude played
like my cousin Mark.
I think he played like, I don't know if it was Saudi Arabian or something like that, but he played a terrorist in the movie Collateral Damage with Schwarzenegger. Did you ever see that?
Of course I remember that.
Yeah, remember because like they killed his family and he was just a crazy ass fireman. And he wanted to
that dude stepping on the cocoa leaves and he's like, I'm gonna put you in my next music video.
Yeah, he was just going ape shit. He was going ape shit.
The explosions are going on in the background.
His face is just like,
it's like 10.
Like fucking 50 Red Bulls up.
They get there early in the morning and they see him. They show him dancing like that. And then they pan later in the evening when like there's explosions going on and he's still there stomping the whole time.
He's still in the middle of a fucking Richard Simmons dance off, bro. Like he was just hitting that shit. He was going off. But that dude, he played a good terrorist too. Like he's the kind of guy that can pull off.
Is that something you want to accomplish? Hey, you were the best terrorist I've ever seen in a movie. Like I don't know if I want that accolade.
Why not? Why not?
It's a fucking terrorist, bro.
I mean, dude, but that doesn't matter. That just means your fucking acting was convincing.
Or it's recurring work as well.
You got to think about it. Like an actor, some actors are like hated because they played such a good part. Like think of the dude. Okay, are you a Game of Thrones fan?
I'm not current with the seasons, but I do like that show. It's a little incesty for me.
Oh yeah, obviously. But did you ever get to the point to where the son Joffrey was the king, the kid,
where he gets poisoned and shit?
Yeah. Okay. Remember that shit? Like fucking. I remember reading some shit about him where it was just like people fucking used to send him hate mail over a fucking imaginary figure that you play.
You gotta interpret that as fucking love because they hate you that much that they're gonna take time.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what
they take that much time out of their day to write you that much hate. That means you're doing a great job.
That's what I'm saying. Like some people like fucking. Are you a Potter fan?
Not a fanatic, but I like it.
Okay, Draco Malfoy, like another fucking universally hated motherfucker. I mean, obviously, like girls like him. They's like, oh, it's so cute, Mr. Malfoy.
That's the blonde one, right?
The blonde dude, yes, the little snake dude
with the black clothes and all that shit.
Yep, Slytherin. It just reminds me of all the memes and shit like that. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take my kid to Universal Studios in Florida.
I can't wait to go to that one. I went to the one in Orlando.
Yeah.
And it was pretty dope. But
I've been to Disney World.
From what I hear, yeah, I've been to Disney World too. That's cool.
Pretty chill.
It's dope. I like that. I like how it's like both Disneyland and California Adventure spread out amongst 4 parks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We only went to like 2.
You only went to 2? Which ones did you do? Obviously the Magic Kingdom, which is like the Disneyland.
And it was at Epcot.
You did the Epcot? That was pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
It was dope. It was cool, like being able to try like a bunch of different foods and shit like that. Although my wife, Pobrecita, she's gonna be so mad that I brought this up, but like she got sick off some Moroccan food.
Diarrhea Central.
And she missed the performance of what are they called, dude? That fucking band that sings that "When It's Over." You know what I'm talking about? Mark McGrath.
Sugarland?
Dude, is it Sugar Ray?
Sugar Ray?
Damn, they were there. They were there performing that day, and she kind of missed most of it because she had to go to the restroom and shit. I felt bad. But I did
Would you rather have a sprained ankle or diarrhea?
Diarrhea any day.
I don't know. I think of the sprained ankle is more my wheelhouse, bro. Like,
fuck that. Unless I got somebody to fucking push me around in a wheelchair.
No. I'm not talking about Disneyland. I'm just talking about period.
Oh, period. Yeah, even then, diarrhea. Fuck
no, hell no.
Why the fuck not, dude? I mean,
sprained ankle's cool because if you elevate it, you're not.
Yeah, but you can't get out and do shit. Like, if you got to go sprain ankle, then you can't go to the gym no more. If you got diarrhea, you can just handle the diarrhea and still work out at home.
No, dude, I hate stomach pain.
You can still work out at home, though.
I absolutely hate stomach pain. Like,
you could do push-ups still.
The last thing I want to do is get stabbed in my stomach or shot in my stomach.
Oh, God, yeah. I think. Do you think getting shot is the worst way to die?
Hit me in the leg or hit me in the arm. Like, just don't hit me in the stomach.
What do you think is the worst way to die?
Fucking drowning, bro.
Drowning, or I think drowning or fucking on fire. I think those are probably the two worst.
Hear yourself cooking like bacon and shit,
or getting eaten by a shark. Like you're watching it just fucking devour you,
or like an anaconda, one of those fucking like rainforest big ass snakes, just fucking strangle the life out of you.
Dislocates its jaw to suck you down whole.
One Piece.
Yeah. But back to the fucking Halloween movie. Are you definitely gonna go check that out?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big like horror fan, but there's this movie called Hereditary coming out. It's supposed to be like the scariest fucking movie ever.
Yeah, fuck that.
I want to check it out.
Fuck that.
I
don't do those kinds of scary movies. I'd rather do the gory shit because I know what to expect.
Well, we talked about this. I don't like senseless violence.
Senseless gore, just
like
murder.
Like Texas Chainsaw or Saw or.
I've never seen any of the Saws.
Hostel, shit like that.
I've seen the Hostels.
It's not for me. Like it just that doesn't get me.
But see, I fuck with like the old zombie movies, and I mean they're eating brains and shit.
No, but that's cool though. Like I fuck with like George Romero's old Night.
There you go. That shit was fucking crazy.
I like the evolution. I like 28 Days Later is probably my favorite.
Dude, yes. That right there. I remember me and my homie used to talk about that because it's like every other zombie movie, they're like coming at you like all slow, like,
They just show that dude's dick way too many times, though.
And then fucking...
The Patient?
That's what's his name, right? That's Scarecrow from Batman? The guy that played him?
I don't think so, but...
Yeah, that's him.
I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes.
I'm pretty sure.
But I just think they show his penis way too many times. One's too many times.
But in those ones, those motherfuckers were running after you like World War Z style.
So if you're an actor and they had you do like, hey, there's gonna be a scene where you wake up in the hospital and your nightgown's exposed. They're gonna show your junk. Are you okay with that? Would you be okay with that?
Fuck yeah! Look what it did for Mr. Chow.
Second, yeah, but that motherfucker's dick was like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, dude.
Like you're not getting pussy off of that.
But he's already married, though. He's cool. He's
Bro,
straight.
Get real. Act like fucking entertainers don't have, like, side bitches and shit. Kevin Hart does.
Regardless.
Well, the point is this. The question is, would you, like, rub the hell out of it? Like, some people are growers and some people are showers. Would you make sure you had a nice meat rocket before they did action?
I'd let it be what it is, bro.
Oh, so you just let it...
getting paid. I'm getting paid, and I don't give a fuck right there. I'd let it hang.
Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's cold, and you're not as impressive as you usually are. So you just let some shriveled, pathetic piece of shit be on film.
Jeez. You're giving away way too much information about yourself.
For the record, I'm not talking about myself.
It's too late, dude. It's too late.
And I'm not talking about Kaz either.
Every fucking Hood Diner fucking subscriber now knows about DJ Century's junk.
Bro.
Nah, it's cool. I get where you're coming from. Yeah. No, I'd do it.
Do you know how to Dougie? Because I can teach you how to.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, yeah, Mr. Chow, dude, he did that shit. Yeah. He blew up after the fucking Hangover.
I actually saw him when he came to Fox Theater, and he was funnier than shit.
Didn't you say that he was clowning on the homie Chino Mark?
Yeah, he was roasting Mark, man. Dude. But Mark did the psh to him. He goes, "Oh, Chino the Cholo just psh Mr. Chow."
He was. I saw some of his. I saw some of his. I don't know if it was his Snapchat or his Facebook Live footage on that, but yeah, he was right there, and he was like sitting next to like the fucking mayor of Tucson or something,
Bob
right?
Walkup.
And he was cush as my cologne like a motherfucker, right?
What's
there.
up, Bob Walkup? Let me get that key to the city, bro. I'm trying to get some clout on my Instagram, on my fucking put some respect on my podcast.
Sponsor this motherfucker right here. Sponsor us.
But, hey, yo, so this
yeah.
Jurassic Park's coming out this weekend. You gonna check that out?
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, I'm a Jurassic Park fan. I love all the Jurassic Parks.
What about Incredibles 2? You gonna check that out too?
Probably. More than likely. I mean, we
take the
talked
kid to see
about that. I fuck with Disney heavy. You know what I mean?
Did you see the one of the presidents to Pixar had to leave?
I did see that because of some fucking scandal shit, right?
He's on Harvey Weinstein.
Speaking of scandal shit, what did that headline say? What did it say about Jamie Foxx?
That he slapped somebody with his dick.
He slapped me with his penis back in 2002. Dude, what the fuck?
See,
like the shit is just coming out of the woodwork, huh? And everybody's just like, you know,
my heart goes out to any person who gets sexually taken advantage of. Period.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what the circumstance is, whether it's 3 a.m. and you're in a hotel room, whatever. Like,
but
I definitely don't respect the people that cry wolf, but at the same time, no means no.
But you know what? But the shitty part about it is it's like, okay, it could have been a situation where Jamie Foxx was maybe making some sort of an advance. Maybe he was.
You don't take your sword out of your pants and slap someone in the mouth.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe he didn't do that, and she's like, nah, he slapped me with his dick. You know what I mean? And
I was very boisterous as a child, as an adolescent. Uh-huh. Never once did I take my dick out and slap somebody in the face with it.
Yeah, because you just don't up and
there's been times where you definitely could have gone down like that, but you know, mama taught me better than that.
The disrespect is real.
I mean, there's no way you could come back from getting slapped in the face with a dick. Just at a party and all of a sudden,
there's no.
Someone just.
I mean, the thing about that, like, you got to be like sitting down, right? You got to be sitting down for someone to come in, because what are they gonna do? Run by and
a drive by, bro? Yeah,
a jump and fucking dick swing. You know what I mean?
Like
swinging
the Mario
for the fences,
game.
Swinging for the Hadouken. You know what I mean?
The Mario game was all bong, jumping up and you hit him in the face with it.
Boing.
My whole thing is why did it take 16 years for you to report?
That's the part. But see, and I get, and everybody's gonna be like, well, it's because it's what's happening right now, and people are getting the courage to, you know, come out and do this right now. So it's like, okay, I get that part too. But it's also like some people are like, oh shit, you know what? Remember that time he kind of rubbed against me wrong? I'm gonna fucking sue this motherfucker right here. Fuck that.
It's a tricky.
It is. It's your word against theirs. But the problem is the damage is already done.
Right, for sure.
The damage is already done.
But if your sole intention is to get rich off of this, like, oh well, you know what? Like we were hugging, and he kind of like hit my boob. So like he touched me inappropriately, but I didn't voice it to him to tell him that the kind of attention was unwanted. It's kind of like, yo, don't do that again, you fucking creep.
Yeah.
And then everything after that, it sucks, but it's like, okay, you get one. Everybody gets one, you know? That sucks. But you gotta let them know that, hey, this is not appropriate. Like, this is not going that way with you. Just stop. Leave it at that, bro. Let's keep this cool. Like, we can still vibe. We can still be at this party. I'm not fucking you. That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, it's a totally different situation.
What's going on is not as innocent as that. You know what I'm saying? People put certain actresses and other famous people in positions to where it's like, I manipulated the situation to where I got you alone after you had a couple drinks or substances.
Fucking
whatever.
Bill Cosby your ass.
Pill Cosby.
But yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, the new Halloween, the fucking Jurassic Park.
Incredibles. You said you saw Deadpool, right?
I did see Deadpool. That was dope. It was fucking hilarious. I thought it was really good. The scene where he was dying at the end was kind of stretched out a little too far, but that's what they meant to do. That's what he was trying to do.
I feel like that one has to be super over the top on every aspect.
It was good.
But it wasn't overdone. Like, it wasn't just like, can this movie fucking stop?
It was hilarious.
It was good. I'll go watch it again.
When he was growing back his legs and shit.
Oh, that was funny.
And a little pee-pee kept coming out and shit like that. And fucking Cable's right there trying to bargain with him.
Cable was a good actor.
I fuck with. What is his name again?
Joanna Man?
No, Josh. I wanted to say Josh Hartnett or some shit like that, but that's not it. I know he's the brother from the Goonies. He's Thanos. I just can't remember his name off top right now.
That was funny when Deadpool was all, shut up, Thanos.
He did say that shit. He did fucking. I love that. I love that about Deadpool. He's not afraid to talk that shit. He's not afraid to talk that shit. But you know what I was gonna tell you is, speaking of Game of Thrones, apparently there's a new. They've HBO has put in a request for a new pilot for a Game of Thrones series that's probably going to come out like after this next one ends, because it's like
It's
I think
supposed to be a prequel, right?
Season 8 is going to be like 6 fucking episodes. They're supposed to be longer. And that's when it's going to end. But yeah, it's supposedly to take place 10,000 years before the current Game of Thrones. 10,000 years. So it says that it's probably going to show like the beginning of certain things, like the building of the wall.
So they're going to show when winter first came?
When winter first came, bro. And they built that fucking wall and shit. And there's probably going to be more dragons back then, fucking different Targaryens and all that crazy shit.
That's going to be pretty dope seeing a bunch of dragons fight.
There's a lot of, I think there's from a homie of mine who's a big Game of Thrones like book dude. He says that he's like excited for it because there's a lot of new, like old stories that they're going to touch on that are going to be really, really dope, and significant to the new shit. But speaking of new shit, on this week of something new, what did you bring us this week, dude?
So last week you brought us the bi drinks.
Right.
And it's not bisexual, it's BAI.
BAI. If not, you talked to Timberlake about that shit.
But this week I brought in 2 packages of Planters Oatmeal Raisin Cookie Mix.
Oatmeal Raisin Cookie Mix.
So they're oatmeal flavored covered raisins, yogurt, and graham.
I fuck with mix, bro.
Raisins.
I fuck with some mix. I love mix like for like
cinnamon toasted almonds, pecans, and plain raisins. So,
mixes are great on vacation trips.
When you're driving, they're great. Mm-hmm. Or if you're at the beach.
Just don't pull a Chris Farley and leave him on the fucking dash and all the M&Ms fly out all over the place.
The vent.
Speaking of Chris Farley, you know what they made? Do you fuck with those? Have you ever seen those Popco or those Funko Pop figures?
Did you watch that documentary?
I did. It
was good, huh?
I did. It was really good. I even saw the other ones, the Toys That Made Us.
Yeah. Oh, it's not that bad.
Dude, this shit is pretty fire.
I recommend this oatmeal raisin cookie mix.
If you're at Circle K and you see this shit, buy it. Be like, dude.
This is fucking fire.
They served that at the Hood Diner last week, bro. I fuck with it.
We're going to post a picture to the Instagram account.
That we haven't made yet.
All right, it's coming. It's coming.
It's all coming. The whole shebang. You gotta get some episodes under your belt first, before you fully commit.
Oh, we're committed.
We are committed. But I'm not committed to the work just yet.
These are delicious.
These are good. I wonder how much of this microphone is picking up. Oh, and by the way, I do got to mention that last week, total rookie mistake. I put it in the fucking comments at the bottom. We wound up trying 2 new microphones, and they were different. And that's where we fucked up. We totally fucked up. Because the week before, we tried 2 microphones that were somewhat similar, and the first podcast sounded dope. Second one had a fuckload of reverb going on because this other microphone that I bought was a cheap piece of shit. So, returned that one, and then got the identical one to the one that the homie Century was using last week. So now we have identical mics, identical stands. Like, our setup is legit now. Our setup is pretty legit.
Not to mention, but we're a pretty big deal.
Fuck yeah. We sounded clean now. Super squeaky clean. Yeah, bro.
So the World Cup starts tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right.
Bright and early, 8 a.m.
Who's playing?
Russia's opening up against... who's it? So Russia's playing Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then didn't you say that the U.S. made it this year?
Unfortunately, they didn't make it. What I was telling you is that we won the bid for the 2026 Olympics. Or excuse me, not Olympics, the World Cup.
The World Cup.
So we got it. Only problem is we don't have Phoenix as a host site.
Why? Why the fuck
I
is
don't
not
know.
Phoenix?
I looked at the host sites, and LA was one, Philly was one, Nashville was one.
Nashville?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sites in Canada, sites in Mexico. But Phoenix, which hosts international matches, the Gold Cup, isn't a host site, which sucks.
That's bullshit. Fucking Nashville. Really? We got some soccer coming up today. Yeehaw.
Do you watch a lot of soccer?
I kind of get into it when like the finals and shit are happening.
So that's a no.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't fuck with soccer that much, bro. I mean, you know what? I'm the type of dude. I don't really have time to watch a lot of sports, honestly. I don't really like to, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's the U of A games that have fucked with me. There's been plenty of times where I've watched a U of A fucking game and then they've lost like at the last second. Like there was one, I can't remember. It was probably like 6 years ago, and it was here in Tucson, and they lost by a fucking field goal at the end. Or they missed a field goal. The dude ran it all the way the fuck back, and they won with like, I think 2 seconds left, the Sun Devils and shit.
I love that.
And I remember almost having a fucking heart attack, right? Yeah, for those who don't know, on this podcast is a house divided because we are in the state of Arizona, and I'm a hardcore, I don't say hardcore, but I mean, I live here. I fuck with the U of A, the Wildcats, and Mr. Century is a hardcore ASU fan. So we go back and forth on that shit. You know what I mean? And it's funny because he loves to dog on U of A. He loves that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the happiest person in Tucson when U of A loses.
When they lose. I get it. I don't, but I kind of get it.
I mean, you know.
I got a lot of homies in Phoenix that are hardcore Sun Devils or shit, but it is what it is.
I've had so much shit through my whole life that I don't even care.
But what is it? I mean, you're not from Phoenix. What is it that caused you? Like, did somebody in your family go there or what?
No, my dad was born in Phoenix.
Okay.
He just raised us.
So
like
he's an so you were fucking by default.
Right.
You had no say in the matter.
Just like, you know how people are Pittsburgh fans but never even been to Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I get that. But somebody had to push Pittsburgh on him, and obviously, like your dad pushed the Sun Devils on you. He forked you at an early age.
Hey, bro, watch your mouth.
You were forked.
Talk about Robert Sr. that way.
No, I'm saying he exposed you to it. Had he been
bro.
an ASU fan.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude. Crossing lines here, bro.
My dad's never exposed anything to me, for the record.
You know what the fuck I mean. I get that, though. I get that. Like, honestly, it's kind of the same reason why. And, I mean, I hate to admit it. I mean, I don't hate to admit it, but I kind of do, especially because they suck right now. But I'm a 49ers fan because one of my uncles growing up was a big-time 49ers fan. He was always that deal, like, asking, like, hey, did you watch any football today? Oh, you should have seen Joe Montana did this and this and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I became a 49ers fan because of him, because he kind of, like, you know, kind of introduced me to it. So I totally get it. I mean, I always support the home team. I am a Cardinals fan. But
So are you on board with David Johnson not going to the mandatory workouts because he wants a contract extension now?
I mean, we're talking about practice.
I mean, that's what it is.
We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice.
That's what it is.
I mean, dude, I don't know. I guess it depends on the player, dude. It just depends on the player. Well, I mean, it's not right. I don't think it's right. I mean, if there's guidelines set, if that's why you're getting paid millions of dollars and part of that fucking contract says you need to show up to practices, then I think you should fucking abide by that contract, right? Because if not, it can just be taken away from you.
That's right.
I think. You know what I mean?
I just feel like the NFL don't give two shits about you. Like, you are just a number. Yeah. And the minute you can't provide something positive for the league, you're out of it. Look at Kaepernick.
Yeah, pobrecito.
You know, we've talked about it before, but it's just like there has to be an NFL team that would take him. But
I don't think he
blackballed himself.
Yeah, I think there's probably some shit there. They're like, if anybody hires this motherfucker, your team will suffer the consequences.
Well, there's like a lawsuit going on saying there's collusion going on about that. But
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
I don't trip on David Johnson holding out mini camp because he broke his hand last year. Just had a kid.
Right.
What happens if he can't provide for his kid?
Well, that goes back to the contract. As if it says you got to be there.
He's in his rookie contract.
I don't know. And that dude plays for who?
The Cardinals. David Johnson, our running back.
Because you're a diehard Cardinals fan, right?
No, my whole thing is this: I'm not going to fight somebody at a bar if we lose.
No, but I mean, that's your team, right?
Right.
That's who you vote for. Because didn't you say you're going to Atlanta?
Right. I'm going to Atlanta with a homie. He's a Falcons fan.
Oh.
Wants to check out the new stadium.
So that's like a weekend thing.
We'll be there like 3 or 4 days.
That's cool.
Probably hit up Magic City.
There you go.
Be like Big Meech.
Hell yeah.
Larry Hoover.
The motherfucking, what is it? The Freaknik? They used to have that there.
That was the thing where they would just have sex in random places, right?
Apparently. I never really like looked at it. I'm sure there's a fucking documentary on it that I need to find now. But yeah, I heard it was crazy. I remember, like, Snoop and them used to rap about it all the time. And
I don't know if I want to see somebody just getting tore up when I'm driving down the freeway, like someone just giving it to somebody.
You think it's that visible? Like from the fucking car?
From what I understand, it was. I have a homie that used to make runs to Atlanta back in the day. Mm-hmm. And he said the Freaknik was the fucking dopest shit he's ever seen in his life.
Just sex off the freeway.
Everywhere.
You driving by 65 miles an hour and you just see some sex off the freeway.
You see someone just getting plowed.
Sex. That's fucking crazy. That is too much. That is way too fucking much. That would be crazy to have been able to experience that. I bet you like all the early 90s rappers got to experience that. And it just probably became just madness. And then they shut it down.
But imagine how much fucking had been going down for you to be like, oh, no. City ordinance. You get caught fucking. No.
We're not allowed to have all that. You're not allowed to have all kinds of fun, bro.
Too much cum. No. Too much cum everywhere. Too much cum.
Yeah. Too much skeet everywhere. No. Can't allow that shit.
That's crazy.
Can't let you get away with shit, man. It's just like, well, I mean, I understand why they stopped it. But remember, I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but do you remember cruising down 6th?
I caught the tail end of that.
You caught the tail end. You caught the violent end of it. You caught the reason it was shut down then, right?
We used to cruise Speedway more.
Really? Yeah. I mean, that's where everybody went after 6 got shut down.
Right.
And the essays weren't allowed over there. Like they shunned all the lowriders from there. If you didn't have like a fucking little crotch rocket or a Fast and Furious shit, dude. Like they looked at you.
What do they call them, rice burners?
There you go. They looked at you different over there. No, you're not allowed around here, homeboy. Take that 64 Impala back to South 12th. They tried cruising 12th. That got shut down really fast.
Yeah. It's not long enough a street.
Yeah. But cruising 6 used to be the shit, bro.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh my gosh. It was dope. We used to park like at this place called, I think it was Diana's Tires. And we used to park right there and just watch people drive by, everybody honking, throwing up gang signs, chicks all fucking, not flashing, but just like, hey, what's up? Blah. Those were the days, dude. Those were the days.
We used to cruise Speedway with like a video camera.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of footage. My boy Bobby, he's got some good shit.
Yeah, we used to get chicks to flash, and we're little perverts, so it was good times.
Right, but you got to see it for free tonight.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Next time you have an event, I'm definitely gonna meet you there because 5 hours in a strip club is just.
Yeah, I'll be there, bro. I'll get there later.
I feel like
you signed up for that shit.
No, I get that.
There's witnesses.
And
on
I don't want to come
episode
off as ungrateful because I'm not.
Right.
But 5 hours in a strip club, I felt like I put in a day's work at a job.
My ears did. That's why, like, when we left, I was like, I need silence, bro. Like,
it doesn't sound loud when you first get there, but 5 hours of it is pretty fucking loud.
Yeah. 5 hours of fucking. She's money all around me. I had to throw that one in there again. That's a
pussy popping on a handstand over there, bro.
It's a good song.
Oh man! So the roof is probably what, 12 feet, maybe 15 feet from the dance floor.
Oh yeah.
Like they climb all the way to the top, which doesn't sound impressive. Never climbed down a pole myself, so I don't know what kind of upper body strength that I have. No,
dude, like that takes skill. But I mean, if you watch videos on YouTube, there are bitches that will fuck themselves up because they do not know how to properly do that. Like, you got to take classes nowadays.
I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm watching a video with a chick on the internet, it's not gonna be of her strip teasing. It's gonna be some Pornhub, some X video, some crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Oh, you gotta go straight cochino, dude.
Well,
like, I mean, I'm talking about like funny shit, like bloopers.
You know what's funny? Porno bloopers are funny to me.
Porn bloop. Oh fuck!
So, my face.
Yeah. It's in my fucking eye. Oh fuck! No. I'm talking
Wrong
about.
Wrong asshole! Oh my god!
I have a couple homegirls that do that shit. Like, there's actually like, you know how people can take yoga and Pilates. There's classes that you can take. They're not dancers, But they probably do it like in the comfort of their own bedroom for their husband, and they want to be able to put on a show for them.
You know, my lady tried to do that. I'm like, don't do that stupid shit. Just get over here real quick. What the fuck?
Oh man, I'd be all for it.
No, well,
like, dance, do that damn thing. Like I'm the man. Do that shit. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I have a kid, so it's like I can't really have a poll just posted up in my house.
I get it. Tell her it's because you want to practice being a fireman.
Yeah, no. Well, anyways, so they climb up all the way to the top.
Right.
And then she slides down super fucking fast. I'm like, no, you're going to hurt yourself. And then she does like a split on the floor. Mm-hmm. Probably the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's mighty impressive. Because you got to time that, right. Because if you come down way too fucking hard, you're going to do some damage to your center.
And then
one of center areas.
One of the fine young ladies that was at that gentleman's establishment got on a handstand and was doing all kinds of crazy shit that I've only seen in like a Diplo video. Mm-hmm. Like the back that ass up video, but on her head. Mm. The term is referred to as pussy popping.
On a handstand.
Yeah, so it was a good time tonight. I didn't think I was going to have as much fun as I did. I might have looked miserable at some points. It was just because I was
You were lit. It's cool. You had every right to be lit.
I was on like Mars rover status. That's how far out into space I was.
I was almost debating not going because you remember what I told you about my lady, right? Like the accident.
You told me she had an accident, man.
Dude.
So what happened?
Like, oh my God, dude. Like a dude in an F-150 hit her. And when I mean hit her, he didn't hit her like her car. He hit her. He fucking hit my lady with his truck. And like he was only going, he wasn't going too fast. It was in the Fry's parking lot and shit, right? And he wasn't paying attention. She was crossing the street. She looked both ways. She was like, okay, this dude's got some space here. He's going to stop. But apparently there was a car creeping up on his ass. So he said he was looking in the rear view trying to like avoid getting hit by somebody in the back, which to me sounds like a stupid idea. I think he was just probably not paying attention. Period.
Maybe he was texting.
He probably was. I don't know. 70-year-old texting while you're driving. That's ballsy right there.
I'm going to tell you this. When I thought the sex messages his ladies.
On the Instagram.
He's 80.
That's fucking great.
He flexes on everybody.
Dude, that's fucking
Ain't
great.
Nobody's thought the same. I thought. Back to your.
Dude, yeah. So I get this call. I'm at my mom's on the south, and this happened at a Fry's way the fuck up on the north. And she's, I can tell she's fucking not, I could tell she wasn't like crying, but she was just not feeling it. She just got hit by a fucking truck, which is understandable. But it tripped me out at first because she told me she got hit, and I'm like, oh my God, are you calling me from a fucking ambulance? Like, are you on your way to the hospital? Like, what the fuck happened? And she's like, no, I'm in my car. I'm getting ready to go home. We just exchanged all the information. And the cool thing is, man, like, again, shout out to this dude. I have no idea. I got to get his name. I'm going to fucking call this guy. But apparently there was an off-duty EMT who was also a Border Patrol agent. And he said he saw the whole fucking thing, right? So he's walking up. He sees my lady get hit. And he fucking automatically rushes. He's helping her. He's grabbing her. He's like, okay, I didn't see you hit your head, but are you okay? Like, can you move your he was giving her the full fucking like checkup, like make sure she's cool. You know what I mean? And all the while, the man, he kind of moved over to the side to park, and then he got out and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? He was nice about it. He was very shook as well, is what my lady said. But this other dude was like there, like to make sure that this motherfucker gave his information and made sure that this shit was done right. Like my lady said, like he was intimidated. He had his arms crossed and everything. Like, nah, motherfucker, we will take your ass to court. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, she got fucking hit, and it's just I was blown the fuck away. So he hit her from the side, her right arm, and like her left leg is kind of like bruised a little bit. And we went to the emergency room like a little bit after that. When I got back to the house, I fucking hauled ass from Irvington all the way the fuck up to my house and shit. And we were like, all right, let's go to the emergency room so we can get some fucking x-rays, make sure there's no internal bleeding and this and that, make sure there's no hairline fractures or anything like that she's gonna, regret later on in life and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we're still gonna do like probably some physical therapy type shit, at least a chiropractor, just to make sure. And she went back to work today. This shit happened on Monday. She went back to work today and she said it was sore. But yeah, dude, like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
dude, I would have fucking got hit by that truck. I would have flopped like a soccer player and just fucking
rode it out for all it was.
My neck and my back.
Yes. What does he say? $1 and some M&M's.
Set out of court for $40
at a 40. Yeah, nah, man. Like, dude, that fucked with me, bro. That fucking shit. And then because you start thinking about it, like, and you're like, holy shit, like this could have been so much fucking worse, dude. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It could have been so much fucking worse. I could have got a call from that EMT, like, dude, your wife is being rushed to the hospital. Like, oh my, like, dude,
worse,
I
bro.
lost it on the drive
Or
home. I'm not
worse.
even gonna lie, I lost it, dude. I was just thinking about shit, and I was like, holy fucking fuck, like, dude, like, oh my god, like, I hope she's fucking okay. And then when I got to her. And then we called the police, and the police came and everything like that, and they took her statement. So everything's like legit, everything's, you know, going smoothly. And then she's not like trying to just juice this shit. We're, you know, you don't want to do that shit. That's bad karma right there. If she deserves whatever the fuck is happening, and I mean, obviously she had to, like, you know, she's gonna have to at least give it a little bit of time. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a bunch of time. I mean, dude, I got rear-ended one time.
Bet you did.
I got Nah, I got fucking in a rear end collision one time in my Impala, and then fucking some dude slammed it. Dude, oh my god, it was a Ford F-150. Also, we got bad luck with Fords,
following you, bro.
We got bad luck with fucking Fords, dudes. But yeah, I got hit from behind, and it's crazy because days before that happened, I was talking shit that I had to drop like $500 on new tires, right? And I had just got an oil change. We went and picked up my car, and my lady's driving in front of me. We're going down 22nd, and car in front of her fucking slams on the brakes. She slams on her brakes, and then I slam on mine. But then obviously the fucking dude slams into me, but my brakes held up good, and I didn't hit my lady. I had a good enough distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it could have been double the shit. Like, oh fuck, we're out both cars. That would have sucked. But thankfully it was just mine. But you know, I started feeling some pain in my back, and I did the chiropractor and shit. I think I went for like 4 months. You know, all of a sudden I was like, oh man, I feel great. And we had a big vacation coming up, so I'm thinking like, oh man, maybe I should just, you know, settle this now, get some whatever payout they're gonna give me, obviously, and use that for the fucking vacation. And dumbass, that's what I wound up doing. And then like a year, like fucking 8 months later, at the year like from when it happened, this pain just started coming back again. And I fucking honestly like still feel this shit every now and then.
Damn.
And it's just, yeah, dude. So it's like you gotta let the shit ride out, dude, because like a lot of injuries and shit, man, they may not, you know, be all right away, but if shit gets fucked up in there, dude, like, you know, you never know. So that's what I was gonna tell you, dude. Like, does your tata still drive and shit?
He does. My grandmother doesn't anymore, but my tata drives still.
And he's good. Like,
He's
you're not even worried about him at all.
Yes and no. I mean, he's always been a crazy fucking driver. Like, you know how they fucking slam the brakes at every fucking chance they get. It's just an old people thing, you know.
Wow, that's an alerted old people thing, which is good. I mean, it's bad for people that are fucking behind them sometimes.
It ejects me into the fucking dash every fucking time he does it, but I mean, I guess it's good.
Brake check. Yeah. No, that's I don't know, man. I think it depends on the person, because like I said, I've seen 70-year-old people that are like, no, you should not be driving.
No, I mean, it shouldn't be as far between the tests to retake the test.
I think so too.
I mean, it should be like every 10 years. And once you get past 50, it should be every 4 years, 5 years, whatever, you know?
Maybe every 2.5. Make it a 4
or 3.
A 4 per decade type of thing.
If your car has to be registered every 2 years.
Yeah, like you need to go through emissions, sir.
Yeah, seriously.
If your car needs to go through emissions, I believe you should go through emissions as well.
It's not exactly too far-fetched.
And you never know. I mean, it might cause a lot less accidents out there. But yeah, bro, that's what happened, man.
Well, I'm glad she's safe, and hopefully, you know, everything checks out well, and, you know, back to business. Because the worst thing about being hurt is that you can't go to work, but the bills still come, you know? Like,
yeah, and I think, like I said, that's the one thing we were worried about the most, because she got hit on her right side, dude. She's a hairstylist. She uses her right arm all fucking day long. You know what I mean? It's just like me. Like, honestly, we went and got new glasses yesterday, and my fucking vision, I think it's getting worse because I sit in front of a computer for hours on end. You know what I mean?
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Fucking cataracts, dude. Like fucking Bernie Mac. Let me get a little something from my cataracts, dude. How you doing, brother Craig?
You don't need no reason to smoke a little herb.
Right. So when we call down in Front Street Baptist Church, we call it sin. Yes, dude. Fucking
I miss Bernie Mac.
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac, man. He was fucking hilarious. Did you ever see him on House Party Part 3?
You know what? It's been so long since I watched it. I don't remember his part.
Fucking great. Oh my God. On House Party Part 3 is fucking great. I love all. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the fourth one with Immature, whatever the fuck their names were.
Was that B2K's older brother?
There you go. Yeah, those dudes. Because they were the young kids in House Party Part 3, but it was still, kid play. By that time, fucking Martin Lawrence was just way too big of a. So he was Bad Boys. He was doing all that shit. By then, he was like, kid and play. Fuck that.
You see they're making a new Bad Boys?
They are.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, like, those are all good ass movies right there. I bought, what movie I bought last night was National Lampoon's European Vacation.
I saw that on your Snap.
Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I love that fucking movie.
It's fucking great. All of those. All of
Get in the fountain, go a little further, and then he just takes off.
Yeah.
Fucking...
These shoes.
Yeah.
He fucking, dude. He ran out, and then he got the wifey on camera.
Clark Griswold. Hey, dude, they fucking made a porno in France about her.
They did, dude. La Doña, some shit like that. It was fucking funny.
Or was it Italy?
Mm-hmm. It was Rome. It was Rome because they were driving past the Colosseum and shit.
My favorite part in that movie is Big Ben, Parliament.
Yeah, Parliament. Again.
Doing the
Hey kids, we know Big Ben, Parliament. I bought Batman Ninja, the anime movie. Oh, you said, is that pretty good?
That's pretty good, man.
Batman,
I liked it.
Batman Ninja. He's a ninja in this shit?
So
does it go back to like the League of Shadows shit or what?
No,
none of that.
So there's this gorilla. He makes this device. He's in Arkham, and he gets sent back to like ancient Japan when it's still forming. Penguin gets shot back. Catwoman, Robin does. Alfred does. Poison Ivy. Did I say Penguin? Mm-hmm. Who else?
Basically, all his fucking
a good amount of nemesis.
Right?
Bane does. He's a sumo.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope, bro. It's pretty dope. I heard you got to watch it in Japanese with the English subtitles because it's like two different stories from the English dub. So I'll let you borrow that and just watch it in.
I was born in the heat. You nearly adopted it. Have you seen that meme going around where people, it's like people in Texas, man, you can't handle this heat. It's like 95 here. And then it fucking shows the picture of Bane and it's like, you, what is this? What does he normally say? Like I was born in this heat. You nearly adopted, or so. Yeah, I fucked that whole punchline up.
The thing about Texas heat is they got the humid on top of that.
Oh god, yeah.
Like
it's like Florida.
Like us, it's like we're 105, but it's dry heat.
It's like, a dry heat.
And it really is though. Like I've been in the South. I don't know how the fuck people live where it's like 98 degrees. But like a fucking 90% humidity.
Your fucking nuts are just stuck to your thigh.
Oh, you got swamp ass 24/7.
Swass.
Like swamp ass 360 days of the year.
Ugh. Like you that's when you go to work and you take like 4 extra pair of boxers with you.
Yeah, and you have a couple different shirts if you sell like cars and shit because
and wet wipes.
You're sweating through those shirts.
You fuck with wet wipes or you just straight
I'm not gonna lie to you,
paper?
bro. I'm not mad at my butt receiving a wet wipe.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Because I mean, it's that or the alternative is fucking
doo-doo shorts,
straight toilet paper, and dingleberries.
My whole thing is like you feel so clean when you use a wet wipe.
I love fucking wet wipes.
I mean, it does. It feels weird. It feels hella weird, but
I know my butt is squeaky clean.
You know what? And there's nothing like having a clean asshole.
Nothing like it. It's just the groceries will just be clean.
I mean, I think it's just an overall wellness.
It is. And you want to know the funny thing is like...
You can run faster, jump higher.
This is what I tell people because I meet a lot. I ask that question to a lot of my friends.
Love harder.
Do you use it? Nah, fuck this. Use fucking toilet paper. I'm like, okay, then let's put this situation.
Yeah, my uncle thinks I'm a biggest weirdo because I use, my daughter,
Well, this is what you got to tell him next time. Just go like this. Be like, okay, well then how about we do this situation, okay? Like poop, right? It's coming out your butthole.
Poopy.
If you were to get some poopy and fucking rub it on your arm, okay?
Whoa, why would you ever?
I'm just listen to me.
In what scenario?
Hear me out. If you had, or by accident, okay, your kid, he's fucking crazy, throws poop at your fucking arm, right? Would you just use toilet paper to clean off your arm?
I mean,
wouldn't you fucking go like clean the entire arm off, like all under the fucking sink and shit like that? You know what I mean?
I'm just saying we have those Clorox wipes on deck.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, so see that's the situation I tell people. I'm like, well,
but you can't use that on your bum though.
Let's say you accidentally. Well, no, not that shit, but wet wipes and shit like.
They have man wipes.
Yeah,
in the aisles.
I have seen that. But I like the baby shit. I mean, it's good enough for the baby. Baby my butt. Why not?
I'm just saying, if they can prevent babies' butts from cracking, what can they do to
like how? Yeah, I mean, your child is your fucking biggest investment. Why would you? Why wouldn't you use the same shit that goes on their butt? But that's what I'm saying, though, dude. Like, that's all you got to say is like, if you accidentally got a little bit of doo doo on your arm, would you just wipe it off? Would you just wipe it off with a piece of toilet paper?
No.
And the answer is no. The answer's got to be no, because you'd be like, ugh, fuck that. Well, then why wouldn't you treat your ass the same way?
Well, when you're at a rest stop on your way to Phoenix, you stop at Picacho Peak.
I take wet ones with me.
Oh, damn! So you got them on deck.
I roll with them shits in my backpack. I can pull them out right now if you want me to.
You're smarter than the average man.
I'm smarter than the average bear, buddy. Boo boo. That's true, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good night tonight overall. Long fucking night, but it was definitely worth it.
Yeah, man. I think we reached the end of the podcast this week, but shout out to Ohfishl Clothing, yes, our one and only sponsor right now.
Right now.
But guess we'll catch y'all next week. I'm DJ Sentry.
I'm the homie kAZual.
This is the Hood Diner, episode 3.
Yes, sir. Oh, and by the way, make sure you go subscribe. We are now on Apple Podcasts, Google Play. We'll be up on Stitcher here in the next couple days, and we're waiting to get approved for Spotify. So yeah, man, go like and subscribe, and we'd appreciate it if you do like the Hood Diner podcast. Please leave us a review, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.